Hi, welcome to the Body Shop Physical Therapy. I'm Dr. Catherine Price and I'm a physical therapist. Today I'm going to share with you my thoughts on why the feet go numb when using an elliptical trainer. Back in 2017, I sustained a running injury that was significant to the point that I began cross-training more and quite a bit more, and I used an elliptical trainer. And I found when I was using it, my feet were going numb. Then I started to listen and pay attention that I am not the only one that this is happening to. As a physical therapist, I asked the question, why? Why are my feet going numb? I could not attribute it to any back problem or any other issue that was going on or could be part other than the movement pattern on the elliptical. So what exactly is happening on the elliptical when you're using an elliptical? Well, your foot is going to stay in contact with the plate at all times, and most of the time your pressure is going to be on the forefoot. You can keep the heel down, but you're still going to have constant pressure on the forefoot or on the foot, the bottom of the foot. What muscle is contracting when you are putting constant pressure into the bottom of the foot? Well, you've got weak plantar flexors, which are going to be the peroneal muscles, and you've got your peroneal brevis and peroneal longus muscles that go on the outside of the lower leg. The brevis is going to attach to the base of the fifth metatarsal here, and longus goes underneath the foot and attaches to the medial cuneiform, which is a tarsal bone that's right behind the first metatarsal. So the longus is going to attach to the medial cuneiform, the tarsal bone, as well as that first metatarsal in the foot. So you've got the tendon of this peroneal muscle going to the bottom of the foot. And yes, you're going to use your gastrocnemius, the calf muscle, when you're pointing down, but you'll find that this outside lower leg stays quite a bit contracted on the elliptical. So I thought to myself, what is going on? It occurred to me that the superficial peroneal nerve, it goes around the fibular head, so the bone up high. And if this muscle, the peroneal, stays constantly contracted, then it possibly is limiting the fibular movement and restricting and compressing that superficial peroneal nerve. So thinking that it's possibly compressing the superficial peroneal nerve through the restriction of that constant contraction, I then self-mobilize the peroneal muscle and the fascia that goes on the outside of the leg, as well as the bottom of the foot where that tendon is going to go underneath and is going to attach to on the bottom of the foot. So the big focus for me was my peroneals. And what I did is I took a double lacrosse ball and I would just mobilize the muscle on the outer part of the lower leg. And you can start by applying pressure and gently investigating areas that are tender or tense, because it can be quite tender if it's been over contracted. And then as you progress and are able to tolerate more pressure, you can then stack your legs to allow for more pressure. And again, go slowly. And rule of thumb, when you feel like you're going slow, go slower. And once you find an area that feels tender or tense, then you can pump your foot up and down. And you may feel some pain or discomfort radiate down that side and possibly into the foot area where you are having sensations when you're on the elliptical. But I'm going to mobilize here, pumping my foot up and down and moving through and working on releasing the tension there. Also, by releasing that tension and on that side, it allows the movement of the bone. The fibula has to move up and back as the foot goes up, and it has to go down as you put pressure down onto the foot. So you've got to be able to have movement of that bone and not being restricted so that there's not compression on the superficial peroneal nerve. After I've mobilized that, I then can also take my double lacrosse ball, apply pressure to the arch of the foot, and I'm just gonna gently roll towards my heel and extend and spread my toes as I'm going towards my heel and working on the bottom of the foot to release the tension there. So then when I go get on the elliptical trainer and I apply pressure, I have then softened and mobilized the fascia and the muscle here, and also release the tension on the bottom of the foot, and that hopefully will keep the compression of the superficial peroneal nerve. Once I started mobilizing my peroneals, now I can also work on the bottom of the foot, which I do, but especially the peroneals because of that superficial peroneal nerve going over the fibula head. Once I did that, my feet did not go numb. So the symptoms went away, and now I use the elliptical up to an hour easily with no numbness in my feet. So I think that that is most likely the culprit for why your feet could possibly be going numb when using the elliptical. I hope this is of help, and have a blessed day. Thank you.